Hi guys, it's Kevin Al from Infinite Wealth. On today's episode, we're going to talk about our recent trip to Marival Distinct Residences. On this video today, we're going to talk about a trip we had to Marival Distinct Residences in Nueva, Vallarta, Mexico. So at this point, we'll break off and we'll go to the video I shot of the room tour. And then after that, we'll go into some of the different food options that they do have there. Hi guys, it's Kevin Alf. We're at the Marival Residences. I'm going to give you a tour of our penthouse, which is room 624. Now all of the rooms here are basically the same. If you're in one of the regular residences, it's going to have the same basic layout, but the penthouse will have a second floor with some extras. We'll go through that in a little bit when we get up there. Okay, so when you first come in, you walk into the main room, your kitchen on the right, dining room, living room, then the first bathroom is on your left. So if you go into the bathroom, it is a pretty standard bathroom, sink, toilet, shower. And then the super nice thing about the residences is in this bathroom, you have a washer and a dryer. So if you have not been to Puerto Vallarta before, it is extremely humid. It can take 2 or 3 days for your swimsuits to dry, even sitting out on the balcony in the sun. So that is nice. So when you're getting ready to pack up to go home, throw them in the dryer. You could wash clothes if you want, so you don't have to bring so many clothes on your trip, whatever you would like. When you first walk in, you have a kitchen. We're on the all-inclusive plan, so the refrigerator is stocked. It's got water, some sodas, beer. We have Coronitas. They did say when we checked in that you could call and get that changed out for Pacifico or Modelo, whichever one you would like. We like the Coronitas, so that is fine with us. Then you have basic coffee maker. You do have a microwave. You have a dishwasher. In the cabinets, you have all your different pots and pans. You have a stovetop, and you do have a small oven. We were here for our anniversary, so we got an anniversary package that was included with our trip. So we got some chocolate covered strawberries and a bottle of champagne. And also the day we got here, they gave us a bottle of wine that we haven't drank yet. So then this is part of the dining room. So it's all pretty nicely decorated. When the air conditioner runs, the chandelier clinks together, so that's kind of annoying. So you do probably have to sleep with your bedroom door closed or turn the air conditioner off. There are no central air, 2 different units in your residence that are controlled by just a remote control. And then you have your basic living room. So you've got a pull-out couch, chair, TV. Then you come out onto the balcony. You have a couple of chairs on your balcony to sit in and a table. This resort is not directly on the ocean. It's like probably 200 feet back from the ocean. So if you're on the 3rd floor or below, I wouldn't think that you'd be able to see the ocean or see this view. So that is one of the advantages of paying a little more and getting the penthouse. Then as you look down from the balcony, you have the main pool area. Farther down is the kiddie pool, so there are kids at this resort. If you look straight down, that is the adults only hot tub right below. And then that pool is for the swim out residences. So the bottom floor is there, you have swim out, so you walk right out into your own infinity pool there. Up on very top in the middle is the Sky Lounge. Just give you a quick view of from the deck. Then you go into the bedroom, so just a basic bedroom. You've got a chair and a table, a second small TV, California king size bed. It's all pretty modern, pretty nicely decorated. And you have your closet. So you will have a ironing board. Safe, if you've never used a safe in one of these resorts, it's just a 4-digit code and then the pound sign will lock it. Then here you have just their basic 2 sinks, towels underneath. Toilet in a room. And then you have like the master bedroom shower, which is nice. So if you're traveling with somebody other than your spouse, there's not a lot of privacy here, but you could definitely use the other bathroom, shut the door, and that would give you some privacy. So that's the basics of just a residence, but this one is a penthouse. So here's kind of the kicker on the penthouse. We go up the stairs here. So you have a rooftop sun deck. So it is covered for some shade. You do have a table and chairs here. So if you order room service, you could eat your breakfast up here. It's very cool, very nice in the morning. You have a couple lounge chairs. You can slide them out into the sun. And then you do have your infinity pool on the rooftop. I would call it more of a plunge pool. It's probably 2.5 feet deep. And since it is on the roof, it is awfully warm. I will climb up here, kind of show you the view from up here. It's even a little bit better. Then we'll climb up on this little bench. Then here's the back side of the resort. So you can't see this from the room, but that is the Sierra Madre Mountains. You're looking off towards Puerto Vallarta. We are in Nueva Vallarta here. And then that is Banderas Bay. So I hope you enjoy this quick little video tour of the Marival residence. This one was a penthouse. If you have a regular one, it'll be just like the first floor. There weren't any great ones on YouTube, so that's why I'm posting this one. Normally on my channel I do investing and finance type videos, but this is just a little something different. A little lifestyle, a little travel, and all that comes with your wealth building too, so you get to enjoy life. Okay, next we're going to talk about the food. At the Marival residences, you also have access to the sister resort, which is Marival Emotions. You can just jump on a golf cart and ride right down the street to it. I have stayed there before with the kids, and it's a family trip, and their food is good too. Most of the food at the Marival Emotions is on buffet, but they do have a Mai Tai restaurant at the beach for dinner. They have an Italian restaurant. And then they have a Brazilian restaurant also that's on the beach for dinner. Any one of those three would be okay to try. You do need reservations for them, so you would have to contact your concierge. They'd have to make reservations for it.
And then I just do that on a night that maybe you wanted to go to the entertainment. There's no entertainment whatsoever at the Marival residences. It's all at Marival Emotions. So you can just ride the golf cart over there, have dinner. They do have a bar where they have all the entertainment. Go see whatever show you want and then come back to your resort later. Just a quick thing about nightlife. This resort was pretty dead by 9:30, 10 o'clock every night. We went there kind of for a relaxing vacation, so that was fine for us. But if you're looking for a place to go that has a lot of nightlife and a lot of things to do at night, this probably isn't the resort for you. So the first picture here is a Parmesan salmon salad that we had. Very good. All the food there was very good. So it's kind of gourmet style. There's no buffets. It's a la carte. With the exception of breakfast, there is a buffet every morning outside with the pool. You can either sit down in the a la carte restaurant and order the specific food that you want, or you do have the buffet that has most of the options. The first day we did sit in the restaurant, but it took a good hour and a half to get our breakfast, and we thought that was a little much. So the rest of the days on our trip, we did just go through the buffet. The food in the buffet was all excellent. It was freshly prepared, so we didn't see any difference. It's just a way to save time. Another tip, too, is if you are going to the beach, at 10 o'clock, they start assigning the beach beds and all that for the people that aren't there on a timeshare. So that's just something else to keep in mind. So if you can get through your breakfast quick, be over there with the beach concierge by 9:30 or so, you should be lined up to get a nice spot on the beach. The next we have is a tuna dish. This is also very good. It's just kind of representative of kind of what the kind of dishes they have. You're at an all-inclusive resort that's got kind of gourmet type food. If you've never been to a place like this, try some new stuff. If you don't like it, they'll just make you something else. But this is your time to, be a little adventurous, try some new things. Maybe you'll find things that you like. I wouldn't normally eat something like this, but it was very good. This is also something I tried that I wouldn't normally eat. This was a confit duck with pears and a mashed potato. It was very good. Not something I normally eat back here, but yeah, when you're on an all-inclusive vacation, you definitely want to experiment, try some things like this. There was an old dead tree by the pool, and we wondered why they hadn't cut it down, but it has all these lights on it, so it's kind of right by the main entrance, but it's just a cool thing to see at night. This was a smoked salmon bagel sandwich. Again, very good, excellent. No complaints whatsoever about the breakfast. The green juice is very good, and as you see also, they're more than happy to bring you beer, tequila, whatever you'd like for breakfast. My wife had the chiquiles, also very good. Chips were not soggy at all, very well prepared. Nice spice to them, so they were good. This was the setup they gave us in our room. We did have our anniversary down there, so they gave us a bottle of wine upon our arrival. We booked through Cheap Caribbean. They had a free anniversary champagne and chocolate-covered strawberries, so we just went ahead and added that on to our trip. Next up, we have duck taquitos. This was probably one of the things I was most excited to eat there, and they did not disappoint. They were excellent. I had them at the restaurant, and then I also had them at the Sky Lounge because they had them as an appetizer there. I probably ate them 4 or 5 times while I was there. That, again, just very good. Something you wouldn't normally have, but just excellent. This is just another typical dish that you might find there. Just a white fish, but it was very good. They do have some different salads for appetizers. Sometimes the portions are a little small. You might want to ask the waiter. If you are pretty hungry, you might want to order 2. Try 2 different ones. That's not a problem there. They'll do anything you want. Just another picture of the same thing, but it was excellent. This was just another appetizer that my wife had. I believe these were caramelized pears. She said they were very good. They have theme nights every night at the restaurant, so this was just one of the Asian nights, but this was a shrimp pad thai. It was very good. Perfectly cooked, well seasoned, just all around just good. We were there on Asian night and they didn't have any sushi on the menu, so we did ask the waiter if they had any sushi. They didn't, but they did bring us out. This was a salmon sashimi. was not on the menu, but they will go above and beyond. So anything you want, if they have it in the back. But the chef came out, he made this just special for us. This was probably the best thing we had on the whole trip. Um, had some limes in it, had jalapeno and soy sauce from what I could tell, but it was just salmon sashimi, and it was excellent. The desserts there are okay. If you haven't been to Mexico before, their desserts are not really what you're used to here, but I believe this was a pineapple type of dessert. It was pretty good. And then this was the only other dessert we had that was good. So it was a chocolate cake with a vanilla ice cream. This is why you want to get there early at 10 o'clock and tip the beach concierge well. We had this spot 3 or 4 times because I tipped him well the first time. But as you can see, we had 2 hammocks, we had 2 chairs. On the right, we had 2 Adriatic chairs. And then we also had a cabana with the 2 beds in it. The beds were pretty comfortable. The larger cabanas were pretty expensive. I think they were 10,000 pesos, or about $200 a day to rent them. You do have waiter service at all of them. We noticed no difference in any of them. The larger cabanas, though, are for the timeshare people, or the people they're trying to court to buy a timeshare. So if you do go to one of their talks, maybe they give you one of those for free. Maybe that's a perk if you want to deal with that on your vacation. So this is just a view from the bed. They'll come out and put some umbrellas to give you shade. They move them around during the day for you to always keep you in the shade. So you have the 2 beds, the 2 chairs, the 2 hammocks, and the Adriatics on the side. So it's an excellent setup. Probably one of the best we've ever been at any resort we've been for the beach. We're generally pool people, but here the beach was so much better. We just hung out at the beach every day. They didn't have a whole big selection of top shelf liquor there. They did have more top shelf tequilas, which my wife enjoyed. I'm not really a tequila person. But for martinis, they had Absolute Mango for vodka. So Absolute Mango Martini. They were excellent. We did eventually drink all of the Absolute Mango they had on the entire resort. So then we had to go to some other drinks for the remaining part of our trip. And then this was at the beach restaurant for lunch. So this was just like a chicken tostada. Also had a salad, and this was pretty typical of what you'd get for a lunch salad there. But again, very good. Some avocado, cashews. My wife's a little less adventurous on vacation, so she just had fried chicken and mashed potatoes for lunch. But it was very good. The breading's a little different than you might be used to, but still very good. I usually try to stick to more of the seafood, so this was a red snapper with some vegetables and rice, but it was cooked perfectly and excellent. And then finally, the staff there, they get to know you if you're there for a week, clown around, joke around. They're a lot of fun. Just make sure you tip them, be nice to them, and you'll get excellent service.
So that's our summary of the Marival residences. This trip for the Penthouse was all-inclusive for 2, was about $450 a day. Was it worth it? Yes, absolutely. Probably has the best beach of any resort we've been to in Puerto Vallarta. Has an infinity pool, a bar, a restaurant, and then all of the cabanas and all the seating on the beach was just top-notch. The food was very good. It was 4.5 star. We have stayed at Secrets Puerto Vallarta before. That costs you about $350 a night if you get a good deal on it. That's by far the best food we've had at any resort we've ever been in, and that one is a true 5-star. If you are going on a family trip, we've stayed at the Marival Emotions Resort. That one was about $300 a night total, all-inclusive for 4 of us. We did get a deal where we had 2 kids stay free. And at that resort, we had a 2-story, it was a 2-bedroom, 3-bathroom villa, which was almost 2,000 square feet. So that's worth looking into with kids. You won't have as fancy beach chairs, you don't have pool service, the beach isn't as nice, and then most of your food is buffet. But for a kid trip, That is an awesome trip. The entertainment's there. They do have a large video arcade, pool tables, and things for the kids to do. So that is worth considering also. Other two resorts worth mentioning that we've been to is we did have a suite with the kids for a family trip at Sunset Plaza. We also got a kids stay free deal on that one. I think that's the best deal I've ever gotten down in Puerto Vallarta, including all-inclusive flights and everything is $250 a night there. That one was very good. It was a small boutique resort, so there wasn't a lot to do, but that was our first trip down there with the kids and it worked out very well. Another resort that's worth mentioning there, finally, if you're going on a family vacation, we stayed at Villa del Palmar Flamingos. We also had kids stay free there. That one ended up being about $300 a night, all inclusive. We had just a normal room. We didn't have a suite there. But that one by far had the best pool of any resort we've been at in Puerto Vallarta. So was it worth it, the $450 a night for the Penthouse? I would say absolutely. There are other options there that are similar or just as good. But for us, this is a place we've always wanted to go, kind of a dream vacation. Especially when you've upgraded, you have the Penthouse, you just feel like you're on a special trip. It did make it extra romantic for my wife and I. We're definitely going back there again. I want to say thank you for watching this long. I know this is a little bit longer video, but I kind of wanted to go through all the goods and the bads of going to Puerto Vallarta. And do you really get your money's worth? I would love it if you'd subscribe to the channel, ring the bell so you get notifications. If you have a comment or a question, just leave it in the comment sections and I will answer that for you. Thanks again. Have a great day.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face. Tell me that you love me, even if it's fake.